Mom, leave me alone. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous. My therapist said I got ADHD. I don't even really know what that means.
Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel and to another video. So, this one's gonna be kind of like a two-in-one. We're gonna do a follow-up to my 4-hour long video about Rachel's receipts. And we're gonna react to Amberlynn's response to said receipts, which was pretty much a non-response, but yeah, she went live for like 30-ish minutes last night and said pretty much nothing. She said that she is not going to address this. She said that pretty much no matter what, she's not going to address this. So, but we'll watch it regardless. And listen, I'm probably not going to react to her last live stream or do highlights for that one because it was super, super fucking stupid. The only thing really interesting that happened in it, because I did film a reaction to it and I deleted it because I didn't feel like editing it and uploading it. I didn't feel like it was worth it. Like the only thing of note was the bug thing, which it obviously wasn't a fruit fly. There was no wings, and I said that like a million times in the recording. There's no wings. Like, there's no wings. Like, that's it. Point blank. Okay? So anyway, let's get to the follow-up first. And I wanted to start off by kind of, shouting out / acknowledging or something. A comment that one of you guys left me, and it was such an amazing comment that I wanted to bring it up. It was from Panic at the Discourse. They said that M might have been ignoring Amber's groveling because M didn't want her hurting her pets / taking it out on her home. And that was such an amazing point. That's not exactly what they said. I just made a little note. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about the fact that Amberlynn is just sitting at Emily's house. And if Emily is like for sure saying like the whole time, like, no, get out, you need to leave, this, and that. It could have made Amber like really fucking angry, and who knows what Amber might have done to Emily's house / pets. Because here's another thing. Because Rachel made another video basically giving us a follow-up as well. So that's what I'm covering. This is all information from Rachel's not newest video, but second newest video. I'll probably just throw up a picture of the thumbnail. Because she also said that Rarity had gotten out before, right? And that, I have questions about that, okay? So if Emily had said to Rachel that Rarity had gotten out before and just stayed by the back door and just stayed back there, right? So I have questions, right? So, because Emily has also said that Amber was absolutely not letting the dogs out, right? She wasn't getting up. She said it hurt her knees to do the stairs, and she wasn't letting the dogs out while Emily was at work. So, my question then would be, if Amberlynn wasn't letting the dogs out, then how did Rarity get out before, right? How could she have gotten out? All right, okay. Second question. If she got out the second time because the door was open, and any of these other times, apparently, and because the door was just left open, then my second question is, why wouldn't she just walk back into the house when she was done outside and cold and wanting to come back in? Why wouldn't she just walk back in if the door was left open and that's how she got out? And again, like, if Amber is not getting up to let these dogs out, how is Rarity getting outside then? Right? Somebody's lying, okay? Either Emily or Amber. I don't know who. Hi, okay, I just wanted to come back because it seems like I'm not really giving my full thoughts here and the full implication behind this, because this would imply that even though Amber was not getting up to let the dogs out, there's no way that door would have been open for that. It would imply that either Emily is lying or that Amber is at some points getting up, throwing Rarity outside, and then closing the door on her. Okay? That's what it implies. Okay? It either implies that Emily's lying, or the probably more likely scenario that Amber is getting up at some points not to let the dogs out, but to throw Rarity outside to the back porch, shut the door, and then goes and tells Emily that Rarity's missing and Rarity has gotten out. Okay? Because if Rarity just got out magically through some open door, she could just get back in through that open door, through the same way she got out. Unless somebody was putting her out and then removing her way back in. Okay? That's the full point. And then later on, I know I say it at the end of the video, but I just want to make it clear now. When I go over Amber putting Rarity out, and then Rarity is just sitting back by the back door, that means that Amber would have also had to drive Rarity away from the door to make sure that she wasn't there the next time that Emily came back to get her, to bring her back in. It means she either drove Rarity away, or she left Rarity out there too long this time, and Rarity decided to go away on her own because she was cold and needed shelter. So it's either way, either one. Amber either drove her away, or Rarity got too cold because she was left out there too long this time, and then went to find shelter. Either fucking way, it's awful and horrific. So that's the full point. Another thing, Emily did say that she did shut the door. She remembers shutting it because it was in Amber's face. Amber did follow Emily to the back door, and Emily shut that door in her face. Another thing, apparently the security cameras Emily has at the time all around the house, I wrote conveniently in my notes, they conveniently weren't working. They were out of charge, the battery was dead or something. But if they had been working, we would probably have a video of Amber letting those pets out. And I'm just sitting here like, why weren't they charged? Right? Because if the security cameras are there because Emily is like worried about her ex and visitation and all that, why the fuck aren't they charged? And then also now, Emily has another reason to be worried, i.e. Amber being in her home. Why wouldn't you charge those cameras? It just feels really convenient.
This stuff will come in handy.
And then also, I do remember Amber saying at some point, probably in the first Rarity iteration, that she was saying that she was looking at the cameras all around Emily's house. At the footage for Rarity, right? I feel like I remember that. So that means Amber would have been lying too about the cameras. They're not working, apparently. Oh, and then just another little thing about Emily saying that Amber didn't let the dogs out all day while she was at work, and that's why they were pissing everywhere. But regardless of if Amber is there or not, Emily still goes to work for 12 hours at a time, in which normally no one would be in the house to let the dogs out. So how are they going out to go piss before Amber was there? Like, I get that Amber should have been letting the dogs out, but I don't understand how the dogs were only pissing on the floor while Amber was there not letting them out, and not while nobody's there while Emily's at her 12-hour shifts, right? So, like, that I'm also kind of side-eyeing about, like, you know, like, you guys get what I'm saying about that. And another thing is, we know that Amber is going to claim that, oh, she went to the ER, she went to the hospital, something's wrong with her heart. but she wasn't having a panic attack for sure, guys. She wasn't. Except she was messaging Emily like the whole entire fucking time that she was going to the hospital, like just being threatening. So like, Pookie, we all see you. You're not, I was just gonna call her stupid. I guess she kind of just is, but. And last but not least, I've made this point before several times. I don't care. I'm gonna make it again. How the fuck can Amberlynn take the hint, quote unquote, from Aunt Tammy after like 3 dry ass text conversations, but she can't take the fucking hint from Emily that Emily clearly does not even like her, let alone love her? Amber, how can you take the hint from a family member who you've known for like 20 plus fucking years? You'll nuke that whole relationship over nothing. But when it comes to shit like this with Emily and all the things allegedly that she's doing to you, and you still won't take the goddamn hint, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously. When it comes to family, no leeway, nothing. They're awful. They ignore you, like they don't want to talk to you, whatever. But when it comes to your fucking girlfriends, they could do the absolute worst according to you, and yet you won't take the hint. What is the difference? What's the big fat fucking difference, huh? If you're so terrified of being alone like you say you are, there shouldn't be any difference. But no, it's the narcissistic delusion of grandeur that you're so convinced that you deserve some grand, amazing fucking love. And it's more important than familial love. It's just gross. It's just gross. Anyway, what cursor should I pick for today, guys? What do you think? Let's go with the knife, I guess. Ugh. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into Amber's response to Rachel, which is pretty much a non-response. I clipped this live stream. It's only 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 20 seconds. You guys will see this one go up after this video goes up, unlike last time. So, let's go.
People always come for me because I have like fur baby glitter all over me. Don't.
Alright, I only kept this little bit in because it's clearly not fur baby shit. It's clearly specks of like powder / dry shampoo.
Private life. There are some things that are happening that are life altering and shattering, and I kind of just like, oh my god, you guys, I went to the hospital.
Oh, and you know what? Because this is sped up, I'll slow it down so that you guys can speed me up. I think in editing I always slap her in like 1.35, something like that. So let's go.
I went to the fucking hospital. How many days ago was this? 3? I don't really know. Romeo's amazing, taking a nap next to me right now. Mind Cream, welcome. So, okay. So I went to the hospital. Let me explain what happened. Like, genuinely, I was...
Yeah, but it sounds a little weird like that. I'm trying to give you guys the best of both worlds, okay? I'm trying.
terrified. I thought it was the end. Like, I genuinely thought it was the end. So I know a lot of people think that, like, I need a carrot seeker. A lot of people think that I, like, need help with everything. Like, literally, no. I do everything myself. But I know how to, like, pace myself. You guys, I'm over 500 pounds. Like, I'm not going to be, you know, running rampant like the next 150-pound person. It's just not going to happen.
Does she think, like, a 150-pound person can't be out of shape and, like, not running around? I don't know. But this whole thing is just so fucking, like... I can't sit here and, like, watch her try to be all cute and quirky about this literal manipulation tactic. This literal, like, tactic that she was trying to use to get, like, to force Emily to talk to her. It's disgusting.
But I
for almost 6 hours straight, I was cleaning, I was moving furniture. I do these things, and I usually do them in what I call cleaning rounds.
And it's like, how? No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Okay, because like I know that this is just a little bit snippet of like just what's behind her, but literally nothing's different behind her, and she's not in a new spot. So like, what were you moving?
If you guys have heard me talk about cleaning rounds a lot, and that's a good way for me to pace myself, not only mentally but also physically. It was like 6 hours straight where I was just going, 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 and it's like for some reason my brain was not computing of like, okay, maybe we need to take some like breaks, you know. And I finally was like, okay, let's like relax for the night. It was around like 7:45, and my heart, I get palpitations maybe once
Not the fucking palpitations.
a month, and they last for like 1 second, like genuinely like 1 second, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like
Also, the chat was like so fucking slow. It wasn't like that bad until she gets to the part where she's like, I'm not addressing it. You can't get me to address it. Then after that, the chat was like fucking super dead. Super dead. Like, girl, you can't. This is killing you. This is killing you and your channel.
my mom, she's like, yeah, I get that too. Like palpitations can be quote unquote normal. I don't fucking know. It can happen for multiple reasons: dehydration, too much caffeine, the anxiety, etc. So
Yeah, let's focus heavily on that last one because we all know that's what it was.
when it started, I was like, okay, cool. It's gonna happen for like a second. I had butterflies like where my heart is located in my chest. Absolute, like, it was like the craziest thing. It was going on for like 45 minutes. My heart would not stop beating super fucking fast. And it was so fast that like it was palpitating. And
Can we stop? Oh my god, I'm about to like look up the definition of fucking palpitations. Okay, right here, it just says the sensation of your heart beating rapidly, irregularly, or forcefully. Bitch, if your heart, what you just described before that would have been palpitations, okay? Stop. What do you think palpitations are? You're so dumb, I can't. And also I'm just angry because she killed a fucking cat. Because she murked her cat. And she won't admit it. Like, I mean, regardless if she admitted it or not, I'd still be mad. But like, oh, girl. And it's like, not only did you throw your cat out in the cold for, like, not only did you do that, look at the reasons why you did that. You're evil. Evil, evil, stupid. You're evil, stupid.
it scared me. So I called my mom and I was like, Mom, like, I need to let you know what's happening. And she was the one who was like, you should go to the hospital. And I was like, no, Mom, no, 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 no. Like, I did not want to go. I did not want to go. I was fighting it. And then my step
No, you weren't. You were begging her to come and take you because you needed something to make Emily feel guilty.
dad, her fiance, and they're not married yet, but I love him and he loves me, and he's
And they'll never be married. They'll never be married.
definitely like a father figure to me. I hear him in the background. He's like, no, Amber, you should probably go. And I don't know, that was like definitely scaring me. And my heart rate at normal, I know a lot of people don't believe it, but it's literally how it is. I check my blood pressure every single day. And when I do check my blood pressure, because I'm on medicine, if you guys don't know, when I do check my blood pressure, it also shows your heart rate. My heart rate is like,
Oh, this. She's about to say that her heart rate is like low 70s, like in around 68 or something. But she still has to take fucking blood pressure medicine? I'm about to look this shit up too. Let's see what dumbassery she says first.
low 70s. 68 is a sweet spot. So like low 70s, high 60s. That is normally my heart rate. My heart rate.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's look it up right now. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so no, it is possible, but the reasons why it might be happening are bad. Imagine like me going to try to prove her wrong because I feel like she's sounding stupid, but then we find out that like she's not saying something wrong. She's just telling us like indirectly how fucking bad her heart is doing. Because someone in the chat at some point, I think I remember, I think it was this one or the last one live, where they said her lips look purple, and I did look, and I was like, damn, they do kind of look a little bit dark, and it doesn't look like lipstick or something. Not good. Not good at all. I think there's something wrong with her heart. I mean, shocker, right? Like, we all couldn't figure that one out. Oh no. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Even outside of the AI overview, like all of these like little things, they don't say anything good. Because you know her heart rate isn't low because she's healthy. Right? Like we can confidently cross that out. Her heart rate is not low because she's healthy. It's definitely what did it say? Like bradycardia? No, bradyacardia? How the fuck do you say that? Oof. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Rate was like 130. That is not normal for me.
Okay, no, I think it might have been this one. Like, her lips do look a little bit dark.
Especially after sitting and relaxing, trying to like calm down, like for like 45
Oh yeah, it is this one.
minutes.
The
That
super chat's
has
coming.
never happened to me in my life. So my mom, she was like, I'm taking you, I'm on my way, like get ready, like regardless, I'm coming. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Imagine being not even 35 and your heart is starting to fucking like not work right. That's terrifying. That should be giving you the anxiety, Amberlynn, not whatever the fuck Emily's doing over in Wisconsin. Okay, stop worrying about whatever the fuck Emily's doing.
So we ended up going to the hospital, and I'm sitting there in the hospital bed. I'm hooked up to every fucking device you can think of. And they did all kinds of tests, but my heart rate was staying at 125. It would not go down at all. That has never happened to me. It was terrifying. But after hours, it did go down, obviously, and it genuinely terrified me. So no, it wasn't a panic attack. So after
It really was, though. I really am convinced.
ran all the tests, they came back and they were like, it seems like you pushed yourself too hard and your heart was like you were exerting yourself for so long that your heart didn't know how to stop. That is terrifying.
Let me look that up, too. I feel like that could be a true medical thing, but I'm not sure. Okay, I was looking for like other sources because I'm sick of like just going off like the fucking AI thing. Like I'm so tired of AI. Google, stop forcing us to use it every time we want to do a fucking Google search. Like what is the point? Like honestly. Anyway, but like I was just looking through for other sources, right? And I see this about heart rates, whatever. The totally normal bounding heart feeling we get when upset. When upset or after exercise. The heart is beating correctly, just fast. Here, this might be promising. Oh, fuck off. And then, like, how do all these other companies, how are they okay with the AI overview? Because all it does is prevent people from actually clicking on links and getting served ads. So how are all these other companies, like, just okay with Google doing that? You know, I thought we weren't supposed to do things that affect the bottom line of other companies, right? Or you can expect your heartbeat to accelerate if you're exercising or feeling extremely anxious. But in a small number of people, an electrical glitch in the heart's upper chamber causes their heart to suddenly soar for no apparent reason, sometimes as high as 200 beats per minute. Oh, fuck. Called paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia. I think I did that all right. The condition is usually not dangerous. People often describe these symptoms as palpitations or a fluttering sensation in the chest. Interesting. Because that's exactly what Amber said. Do you think she just read this first and made this shit up? Interesting. While these episodes typically appear out of the blue, exercise, stress, or certain foods and drugs, such as caffeine and other stimulants, sometimes trigger an episode. For some people, bending over at the waist can set it off. Oh, because of the, like, the vagal nerve, I guess, right? Or vagal? Did I say vagal? Oh my fucking god. I meant vagal. Jesus Christ. I need to go back to bed. Episode may last a few seconds or minutes. Others last for hours or in rare cases, even days. These rapid-fire beats mean the ventricles don't have time to fill before the heart contracts. As a result, blood flow to the brain and body may drop, causing symptoms such as lightheadedness, breathlessness, and fainting. Emily, I'm gonna pass out if you don't answer me. Oh, it's pretty common then. Oh, wait, no. Fewer than about 3 in 1,000. So what is that? It's still pretty common, all things considered. It occurs in people of all ages, from babies to older adults, but half of all cases are in people ages 50 to 64. Women account for just over 2/3 of all cases. Got it. All right. Well, I think that's good. We're educated now. But regardless, it really, really, really does seem like this was all just induced because of anxiety. Does it not? Does it not? Like, come on. Especially with what she's about to also get into. Like, come on.
Oh my god, it was fucking scary. Like, being hooked up and seeing my heart rate at 125 and literally just stayed there was terrifying. Were you crying between your snaps yesterday? No, but it was so funny because I literally yawned right before I took like a snap, and someone's like, "Have you been crying?" And I was LOLing because I was like, sometimes when I yawn, like a really good yawn, my eyes get like watery.
Bitch, we know you were fucking crying. Stop with this.
But no, I was not crying in between, but I was crying last night, girl.
Isn't that when you posted them?
No crying, no. It might be the filter, which that's a new filter I'm literally
No, it isn't.
obsessed with. Barbie crying. It's
Oh, you know what else? You know what else? I didn't realize this until after I got done editing this clips thing. I had another note. I forgot to write it down. It didn't happen yet, but she starts going off about how she's so fucking cold in this video, and it pisses me off to no end. Because I know she's doing it just to make people mad. I mean, maybe she's clueless about it, but she's literally sitting here while people are sending super chats and typing about Rarity, saying, imagine how R felt when you left her outside. I like that super chat. Like, and then she has the audacity to sit there and start complaining about how she's cold under the AC. Hi again. I think only one of those clips actually made it into the highlights video, so I'm gonna go ahead and play them all right now, just so you can see what I'm talking about.
so, what was I gonna say? I already forget. Oh, I'm cold. My air conditioner just popped on. Like, I'm so cold right now. A tilt table test is for pots. I've heard of pots. Oh my god, it's so cold. I don't understand.
Go fuck yourself, Amberlynn. Fuck yourself.
It's family related, and
What does she like to say? Sit on it and spin.
they asked me not to speak about it. So, just some hard stuff with family.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So yeah. Anyways, hello you guys. You guys have been
Not me like liking all the super chats in the back.
asking me to come live. And I don't know. I was going to yesterday, but then like the whole like
I think I've said before, like, I don't understand why people send her money, but I got a comment from, oh, who was it? From the person who sent her the super chats asking about the voicemails that she sent to Norma, Beck's mother, who had passed away from cancer. And she goes, well, that was 7 years ago, moving on. Well, that person left me a comment saying that they just charge back and the bank, like, happily return their money to them. So, fucking living for that. So, how much of, like, the super chats and the money from these do you think she actually gets after everyone does all their chargebacks? It makes me really happy to think, like, oh, she's seeing all these super chats come in and she's like, oh, I'm gonna make so much money, and then everyone charges back.
I found out really bad news again, family related, and I was just like, fuck. So I didn't think I was in the right headspace, and I was correct, because all it took was one little, I hope your family is okay. We're not gonna be for the time being, but I think, eventually we will be. I appreciate that, Cornbread. You're gonna make me
She's not talking about her family, she's talking about herself.
cry just thinking about it. No, no one died. Oh my god, avocado, you're seeing Billy. Why is it making me see now I'm emotional?
Like, okay, like, she was gonna say, why is that making her emotional? It's clearly not that. It's clearly not that.
Oh, I'm not ignoring my
Like, can you just stop lying? Can lying, like, lying is such her second nature, or second nature, her first nature fucking thing, that's like her immediate go-to the point where she sometimes has to stop herself.
members. No, I just had a story time, if you will. So the story time was about why I recently had to go to the hospital. These messages won't go away. No, they're not gonna go away. But the thing is, they're new for you and they're not new for me. It's one of those situations.
You see how she, like, the immediate, like, that's why I didn't make, like, such a hard cut there, because she immediately goes into it with absolutely no lubrication, if you will.
Where it's like, I have like moved on so hard and I'm in such like a
Oh, as soon as I heard her say, like, these messages are new for you, but not for me, I knew that's what she was gonna say. I've moved on. I'm different now. No, no, no. Except she literally claimed that all these behaviors that she executed while with Emily were behaviors that she had already moved on from at the start of their relationship because of whatever, therapy and fucking Lexapro. And yet, no, you clearly haven't moved on from them if you're still doing them.
good space that like I'm not going to trigger myself into looking at any of that content. I'm not going to trigger myself.
I'm not going to break my delusion by looking in the mirror and facing what I've done. I'm in such a good place because I've deluded myself into being here, and I cannot risk breaking that delusion that I've spent months building up on.
Into even addressing it. So I'm not going to. And I can be hounded until I'm literally blue in the face, until I'm beaten and bruised, and it's not going to happen.
We know, Amber. We know. You will never look in the mirror and just acknowledge how bad of a person you are. You are evil. Evil. A monster of the worst kind.
And that is for my sanity.
Right, we know it is. Because if you actually did the work, you actually took that look in the mirror, it would probably fucking destroy you. You might actually go insane from realizing everything you've done is actually your fault. All the pain you've suffered is your fault. And you didn't have to go through it. And you didn't. You didn't have to go through all this pain. You didn't. But you did, because you insisted upon it. Because it's you at the heart of the problem.
I'm gonna go back to making vlogs soon. So I will be making vlogs for Vlogmas. And then, like, everything that I know for sure is for October, November, it's going to be live streams and shorts. And I'm over there on the Snapchat.
And again, like, after this, the chat, like, I swear I felt it, like, shift. I wish I would have paid attention to, like, how many people were actually watching at this point and how many of them just fucking noped out and left.
That's now, you guys. So if you want to follow me on there, I'm doing a lot of, like, videos and, like, pictures and answering people and stuff like that. That's new.
Okay, yeah. Someone, this troll, it's obviously a troll named Brian Cook, they were sending, like, amazing messages. They said, I think oh my god, what the fuck? I think Rachel purposely posted that during October to ruin your mental health, TBH.
Brian, me too, love. I've thought about that too. Yeah. You're munching on Dot's pretzel is no longer a line.
Like, it could never just be because she's awful and needs to address something, right? It could never be that. It's always somebody else being malicious towards her.
I mean, that's the rule here. I go live when, like, my energy aligns when I really feel like, you know, it's time. So, and then I get off when it starts to feel a little. I'll be in the fire soon. Ooh.
Yeah, seems like I cut it out, but at this point, she was saying, like, oh, I'm cold, the AC just kicked on, this and that.
I'm finally, like, no, I'm not masking at all. I'm, like, finally in a spot, and I have been, like, you guys have seen that. I have been in a, like, okay, hold on. You take medicine for anxiety.
Yep, here she goes. This is basically, like, the only other, like, acknowledgement of anything in a really super roundabout fucking way. She's using this to say, again, that she's different now. The medicine has magically fixed all of her awful fucking behavior. All of that shit that she was doing in those messages to Emily is all magically fixed because of Lexapro. And no therapy. Okay, bitch. Whatever.
Depression, emotional regulation, like, you take medicine to help with those things. And if they don't help, you try to find a new medicine that will help. And when you find a medicine that does help, you stay on that medicine. And it's like the medicine is helping me drastically. And
no, it isn't. You said that all of this shit that you just did to Emily was already gone. You already grew past it. Before your relationship fully, like, even started, you said it was done, over with. And yet you did it again.
From my point of view, it seems like there is a lot of people who, like, wish that it wasn't helping.
We can see that it isn't. We can see that you're lying.
And I'm sorry, but it is. Like, it genuinely is. And I'm forever grateful for that.
I'm not like that anymore, guys. I don't do that stuff anymore. Yes, you fuck you do. You've never changed. Never changed.
So, anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna go do some really fun things. Like, I have been having so much fun, like, working on what I'm working on, and I genuinely cannot wait. It's a lot of fucking hard work, a lot of thinking, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we know you're not used to that at all.
And I want to continue filming my short. I gotta edit some of it. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
Ugh, that was it. That was her response to everything. That's her response. She's not going to respond. She's a different person now. Lexapro, heart palpitations, fucking fruit flies. That's it. That's her life now. Okay. So yeah. She murked her cat. She absolutely did. She murked her cat. She probably murked Gracie. Probably. Just threw them out and drove them away. Because, oh yeah, here's the other fucking thing. I didn't even, like, think to mention this too. If Rarity was always waiting by the door. When Emily had to come and get her to bring her back inside. then that means Amber must have either A, drove Rarity off into the cold, dark night by being awful to make sure that when Emily came home that time that she wouldn't be by the door so that the jig wouldn't immediately be up. Or 2, she left Rarity out there for so long that Rarity eventually decided, fuck, I'm too cold, I need to go find shelter and I can't just stay here because it had been that long, and Amber just expected to be able to bring her back in like every other time. Except that didn't happen this time because she waited too long. Either that or maybe she kept like going back to the door to check that Rarity was still there, and Rarity would see her come to the door time after time after time, not let her in. So she was just like, well, fuck, I had to go. I'm cold. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely disgusting. We cannot ever let Amber forget about this. Like, she has to address it. She has to. We cannot, like, let up about this. And I am kind of disappointed in the chat, too, for not just continuing to only talk about that. You know? Like, even the trolls and whatnot. Like, you pay $10 a month, like, for what? Just to sit there and, like, pretend to placate her? Like, no. Get your fucking asses in line. Nobody wants to work these days.
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Do your jobs, okay? Don't let up. All right, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see all of you tomorrow.